That's what I think. I really believe that. I believe that Michael Todd is the best threat to LEVAN. And I know that a lot of people are just losing their minds right now.
Since this topic has been made popular by Devon, let's try to analyze this statement. Is Michael Todd really ready for Gennady Quikvinia, then for ERMES Gasparini, and then eventually for LEVAN Saginashvili? According to Michael's own words, as of now, as of today, he isn't. He's only ready to face Gennady Quikvinia and not ERMES Gasparini, and definitely not LEVAN Saginashvili. But clearly we're not talking about today. We're talking about this year against Gennady, and quite possibly against ERMES Gasparini as well, if his shoulder is healthy and if in fact Michael is able to win against Gennady Quikvinia. So let's try to analyze all of these three matches. First of all, Michael mentioned that in the shape in which he lost against Gennady, if we compare this match to the upcoming match that these two are going to have, Gennady would need to be at least 10% stronger than what he was that day in order to be able to defeat Michael again. Being 10% stronger than possibly one of the best shapes that you brought after an injury is not really possible in my opinion. So according to Michael, Gennady should basically have no chance of winning this match at all. But it's not as simple as that. In the first match, Gennady kind of dominated Michael. He took his hand, he took his cupping, he took his pronation and then finished the match. In the last round though, he had to resort to a flop press. Maybe because he couldn't finish the match otherwise. But that flop press was so easy that we didn't even know how strong Gennady was in that position. In the Devon Larratt match, we saw that Devon couldn't even afford to let Gennady into a flop press position. He would rather lose to him in a hook than let him get into a flop press. That's how strong Gennady's flop press really is. But as we have seen in the Jerry versus Michael and lately the Camille versus Michael matches, Michael Todd is the expert of holding flop pressers. So that's the perfect battle right there. So in this match, if Michael wants to emerge victorious, he 100% has to gain hand control. He cannot afford to lose his pronation. He cannot afford to get his wrist cracked back. If that happens, Gennady will win the match for sure. But even if Michael manages to do that, if he manages to do what is needed to win this match, still he has to overcome a nearly impossible obstacle which we already talked about. Gennady's flop press, which I haven't seen getting stopped by basically anyone. Not by LEVAN Saginashvili, not by Devon Larratt. If anyone can do that, it has to be Michael Todd. Now let's talk about the ERMES match. But even before that, imagine being ERMES Gasparini. You're the only man in the world to stop LEVAN Saginashvili in a couple of rounds and actually get a couple of wins over him in super match format. So you're basically the best opponent that LEVAN has faced so far. You made him quit. And yet, everyone is downplaying your match. People are saying that Vitaly has the best shot against LEVAN, even though ERMES just defeated Vitaly Laletin this year. People are saying that Jerry has the best shot because of the styles make matches thing. And now Devon is saying that Michael has the best shot. So there is no way that ERMES isn't getting mad after reading these comments. There is no way that he's liking these comments from the elite level arm wrestlers. Because in my mind, he's the one who still has the best shot of defeating LEVAN Saginashvili. Maybe because of his shoulder issues, people are not really talking about that. But at least we can mention that for this year, these three are the best candidates. But next year, maybe it is ERMES once again. ERMES may not have the best hand to stop Michael Todd's pronation, but I think he has the best style. Even if Michael is able to take his hand, it will be towards Michael's losing style, and from there ERMES can switch to a press with lightning speed. We have already seen that multiple times, even in the previous Michael Todd match where ERMES was much lighter than what he is right now. But let's say Michael is able to defeat ERMES too. After that, the LEVAN Saginashvili match is near impossible once again. Because of the hand size difference, I don't think Michael will be allowed to hit his king's move by LEVAN Saginashvili. So basically, I don't see a way that Michael is able to win that match, but maybe Devon sees it. Michael Todd definitely sees that, and that's probably all that matters. I hope Michael is able to get all of these victories, and the world would go crazy if that happens. If the matches stop and Michael starts shouting at the camera like he used to do back in the days, then it will be amazing. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.